I'm going to show you how Map Signals spots mega trending stocks. I'm sure a lot of you have heard how breadth is very thin. There's very few leaders in this market, and that is actually true. And the way that you can find those names, the leaders, is through watching what the institutions are doing. So a great way to visualize just how much activity is happening under the surface, you can look at our big money stock buys and sells. Here's what's interesting. Since April, the S&P 500 has been pretty much range bound. It's been chop city. And for good reason. When you look under the surface, you'll notice that there are just a number of buys, a number of sells. It's pretty ho-hum. So you would think that there isn't much opportunity, but you would be dead wrong. You see, what we do at Map Signals is we take a weekly count of all the buys and sells, and we rank the stocks based on fundamental qualities. That helps us find outlier names. We call this list our top 20 list every week. Here is an example from last week. And listen, we blurred out a number of the names, but very easily you can see that the top, these are our top 20 highest ranking stocks. You can see when they were first on this report over the past 90 days. And then you can see a return since they have been on that report. Now, I am highlighting Super Microcomputer, ticker is SMCI. This is a great semiconductor company. It's got a lot of tailwinds behind it. The company just announced great earnings and revenue guidance. But here's the key. We started seeing unusual buying in this name back in late February, and the stock is up almost 40%. Now, here's the deal. We talk about thin leadership. There's a lot of stocks that are sinking to the bottom. And so here's a great example of our bottom 10. You can notice, just like the top 20, most of them tend to fall on average. And here's a great example of one, Enviva, ticker EVA, okay, chemical plastic name. This stock has a very low score of 27.6, and since it has been on this report in early March, it has fallen 75%. So clearly there is a huge bifurcation that is happening in the market, right? You've got some stocks tugging higher, others pulling lower. Let's go ahead and look at some charts to show you why Super Micro continues to be a top ranked name in our research. What we're looking at here are the instances where SMCI was a top 20 stock. So the first top 20, it came here, as we showed you earlier, in late February, and then it's had multiple reoccurrences. That is the pattern that you want to follow if you're looking for the best stocks in the market, because institutions, they buy week after week after week. And if you know how to look for those trading signals, you will be ahead of the game. So Super Microcomputer is one of the few stocks that are doing extremely well in this tough market environment. On the flip side, you've got a name like Enviva Partners, ticker EVA. Now, every time we make a bottom 10 appearance, you get these yellow bars. And here's the deal, on the weakest names, the names that institutions are getting out of or potentially shorting, you see more and more of those sell signals. So it is an outlier, a tail event on the wrong side of the stock market, okay? These are the names that just don't have the fundamental qualities for it to continue to go higher. And in fact, the company recently, that's what this big pull down is right here. The company, they suspended their dividend. They basically had a lot of negative rhetoric around what are they going to do going forward. Needless to say, Wall Street was not happy and they continued to sell the stock. Again, it's down over 75% since it came on this bottom 10. So what is the point here? The point is that if you follow institutional activity, you can find the winners, you can find the losers, and most importantly, whenever you're seeing a market, it looks like nothing's going on the surface. Nothing could be further from the truth. Remember, subscribe to mapsignals.com, follow us, give us a like. I'll see you guys next time.